Alright guys, and welcome back to another EVE Online video. Tonight, as you can probably tell, I've managed to track down the I need to remember the name. It's a stellar harvesting transmuter. There we go, the Dazh Porevitum Transmuter. We are in Vale, which is now a final Liminality, as well as Raravos. See, final Liminalities, we're in Vale. Raravos, there's a bunch of stuff going on over here, though. It looks like fleets are flying around. And basically, I've been working on working out how to find this. I was watching a few YouTube videos, so I was able to see this being constructed, and so I knew it was here to find. So I went out, picked myself up a very cheap heron, and you have to combat scanner probe your way in. And so if you're not aware, combat scanner probing works in exactly the same way as normal probe scanning, but instead of tracking down cosmic signatures of like wormholes and stuff, you're actually tracking down other ships. So you can find the Triglavian fleets in your probe scanner. So see blinding Damavik, things like that, and you can warp in. It's a bit nerve-wracking because obviously I'm in a very cheap, poorly fit heron, and when you warp into an acceleration gate, and you have to take the acceleration gate to land here. Fortunately, I am not anti-Triglavian, which is why all these fleets are white, and even though they're all Triglavian, so I didn't die on arrival, but there's a whole bunch of corpses and stuff around here. I can't see them on there, but there you go. There's a corpse. There's a couple of them around. So obviously a few people who aren't just the tiniest bit pro-Triglavian landed and died, because they're a strong fleet. And I mean, this is what I'm excited about. This is what I wanted to see. The Dazh Porevitum Transmuter, and this is the thing harvesting the solar energy, whatever it is they're getting from the star. You can see the big black hole forming in the star there. The theory is it's pulling in crystallized oxygen 5, and I think the idea is then turning it into oxygen 10, which is what the Triglavians use for their building. And over the course of the last couple of days, I think, looking at other people's YouTube videos, this big shield here has been being assembled and is now fully assembled, as you can see. There's a few other cool things here that I haven't seen before, and I presume hopefully a bunch of you guys haven't either. We've got the transport. Triglavian transport. You might have seen this in a few other people's YouTube videos. So let's drop these for a second. So this is the first industrial ship from the Triglavians. It's a pretty weird looking. I'm not sure how I feel about these things. Maybe it's cool. I'm not sure. When you're in cinematic view on this, everything looks insane. All the stuff in the background, the space and everything. The Triglavians have made things that look seriously cool. There's no denying that. And then we've got this thing in the background, which I'm now going to go and look at as well. The Dazh Liminality Focus, a destructible effect beacon. What does this do? While this structure appears to be very... So again, what might happen... Oh, blimey, shield transfer repair amount, remote repair amount, warp speed bonus. I have no idea what this thing does. Maybe it just improves fleet stuff for when as a defense mechanism. But let's have a closer look at it. But basically, if you are an Eden pilot, you're still, I believe, encouraged to come and try and kill these things. but you'd have to be a seriously well organised fleet, because this is the standing fleet the Triglavians have around here, and I'm sure they will fly in a bunch of others in the process. Yeah, see, so this is doing something. This is doing something with the industrial, or the industrial is doing something with this. Maybe it's building it. I have no idea, but there's some cool interactions going on here. And they've also got sentry turrets, entropic disintegrator wear post, which we'll have a quick look at. That looks very cool, just the singularity in the middle, and they look like a whole bunch of weapons. Let's have a quick look. Yes, that's a lot of weaponry. Wouldn't want to take one of them on. What have we got? Show info. So there's resists. I mean, it hasn't got much resists. Or doesn't have an icon. Interesting. Heavy Triglavian defense platform. Yeah. So you'd want to be careful if you're going to come in here. There's even like I've never heard of these hospital versions of the Triglavian ships before. So this is just a Vedmak, and you know you've got a Damovic and stuff. So we know we know what it looks like, but I have no idea what the hospital variant of it does. We've got any information on here. Powerful strike glass. Just talking about the Vedmak. And similarly, Rasnaborg starving Leshaks. There's a couple of Leshaks in here, another one down here. Rasnaborg renewing Leshak. So you need a serious fleet to come and take this on. Be very well organised. I'm really interested to know what these guys are doing. We still don't know why the Triglavians are harvesting the star. We know people have some theories, because like I said, we think they're extracting Isogen 5 and then turning it into Isogen 10, which we know from our own blueprints and stuff that's a key component to the Triglavian construction, and so that's what we think might be happening. But yeah, like I say, we just don't know at this point. But if you again, I'll link the channel in the description of the guy I've been watching. But you want to have a check his out, because you've got some footage of the construction phases of the Transmuter, and there has been a world arc here which I've missed, but I think during the first couple of moments of first, second and final liminalities, the world arc enters to build the next phase of the Transmuter, and then it sinos out again. And so yeah, and there's other interesting interactions going on. Obviously, as I said in my last video, final liminalities are full nullsec, true null, so it's minus 1.0, but it's still considered a high sec, or like an empire system. So certain rules like no war bubbles, no sino fields, that sort of stuff, are allowed in these systems, even though it's true nullsec. Which is why at the moment you don't have massive fleets all trying to kill each other here. There's just 5 of us in this system, which makes it, if you do want to come check this out, and I do recommend it, it's amazing to come and see. You can do it relatively safely, and I'm going to say that in inverted commas. And also, I would be curious to know, if you haven't taken part in this at all, whether I don't want that one. Your standing with the Triglavians is important, because you can see here I actually have, it's going to sound odd, but I have positive 0 with Triglavians and negative 0 with Edencom. So if this was negative 0, would I have walked in and been blapped by this fleet immediately? I think probably, looking at the corpses. So do be careful. if you have a negative sign next to it, I wouldn't come in. But I did at the very beginning. I went to a few stellar reconnaissance sites and fought on behalf of the Triglavians for a little bit, only for one night, but it might have been enough for them to not kill me. Well, I'm really pleased to track this down. Like I said, for probe scanning, guys, you do need a ship that's capable of fitting an expanded probe launcher. That's important. I learned they're very big, so they don't fit on, like they fit on a Heron, so a normal exploration vessel, frigate, but say a Astero that can't fit it. Then you need the combat scanner probes and just a cloak. I've got literally nothing else on this ship because I've come just to do this, just to prove. There you go. That's all we got going on. And it's safe enough. I'm cloaked up here now, and if you're not too worried about losing it, obviously, if someone does come get me, but I thoroughly recommend coming checking this out. Let's have another quick look in cinematic view at this thing. What have I just pressed? That's the wrong key. It's definitely not cinematic view. There we are. Making a fool of myself at the end of my video, but there we are. Can I still look at this? You can see this huge amounts of energy going up through this thing, and then on this side it's now a big solar shield, presumably so that they can continue to do stuff behind it in full protection of the sun. But it's really cool. Again, it's my last. You saw it in my last video. Space is so red, so dark. Whatever the Triglavians are doing are really cool. I cannot wait until some of their vessels are released. If the World Arc comes out, the transport, Triglavian transport, I need more of those. Cannot wait till they're released. But anyway, I'm going to stop going on. Just wanted to share this with you guys. I said I would. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, subscribe to the channel. Bring you some more of this stuff. And yeah, I'm just in awe of what these guys are producing. Anyway, have a good one, guys. Cheers.